are going to get all the drugs off the streets, off the markets, and as Attorney General Bondi said, we are going to lock them up. We are going to dismantle the next man up theory that has been breeding in these Mexican cartels for generations. No more.
I believe there needs to be some type of law where the American people need to witness these drugs being destroyed.
Washington Post, we got this news today. The Trump administration removed FBI Director Kash Patel as the interim head of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, replacing him with the Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll.
Thank you all for being here today. Today's operation is an example of the unprecedented collaboration between the military and the Department of Justice components, working closely with the U.S. Coast Guard. And look at all these great men and women in the Coast Guard. Thank you so much for your dedication. This is a textbook example of the Justice Department supporting the fight against violent crime. These drugs are worth over $500 million.
$500 million?
Almost 45,000 pounds of cocaine, pure cocaine, uncut, and 3,800 pounds of marijuana.
Damn.
Congratulations again to the Coast Guard. You have done incredible work, Admiral, and your team, Captain, in securing these drugs.
I thought it was $500 million. $500 million? Holy crap. That is crazy. It's tied to the cartels, supposedly. It says right there, $509 million. Holy crap.
Thank you all for being here. General Bondi, we're here today because of your dedicated leadership to safeguard American lives. Because you had the courage to follow President Trump's courage to put our children first and to make sure that the narco traffickers, and make no mistake, this administration has labeled them foreign terrorist organizations because that's what they are. There is no lethal force on planet Earth that is responsible for an overdose death of an American citizen every 7 minutes, more so than these federal terrorist organizations, foreign terrorist organizations. We are humbled to be a part of this Department of Justice, and we are going to continue to safeguard our streets. This is what it looks like when the United States whole of government approach brings every resource to bear, from the Department of Defense and the United States Coast Guard, from HSI, from FBI, from DEA, and so many others. They are going to get all the drugs off the streets, off the markets, and as Attorney General Bondi said, we are going to lock them up. They are no longer going to be free to roam. We are going to dismantle the next man up theory that has been breeding in these Mexican cartels for generations. No more. We are here today because of your brave work. The men and women of the FBI that I lead, I'm humbled and honored to be here in South Florida, where I spent so much of my career before I moved to Washington, D.C. And looking around, I'm awe-inspired by the fact that when you take the rules and regulations that blockaded these brave men and women of law enforcement military and you unshackle them, then you should look at this seizure. And you should see how much it multiplies and see how many children and how many young adults and how many adults' lives that we have just saved. They did it. We're fortunate to be their leaders. We're humbled to be here. And you will see this happen across the country because this is not a one-off for General Bondi. She has made this a mission priority, and the FBI will follow in every corner of this country and every square centimeter of this planet to eradicate the narco traffickers and the foreign terrorist organization that are killing American citizens. They will be held accountable. We will take preventive measures, and we will scour the ends of the earth to find every single one of them. Thank you so much for being here today.
Military, all these other agencies are all getting together, helping each other out, trying to bust, the cartels, seeing where they can slip. And looks like they caught a big slip here with $509 million worth of cocaine and marijuana. My biggest question is, where exactly do all these drugs go? I read online and it says that they typically are supposed to take it into some type of incineration machine to destroy all these drugs. I believe that anytime drugs are found, whether it's pulling somebody over on the street in the United States and they're busted with a couple pounds of cocaine or marijuana or whatever, that's seized, anything that's seized by any type of police force, whether it's local law enforcement or the Department of Defense, getting massive amounts of drugs, I believe there needs to be some type of law where the American people need to witness these drugs being destroyed. We need to see it be destroyed. Now we know that our government has these drugs. That's all we know. They took drugs off the street from bad people. Okay, well, now it's in the hands of our people. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody in our government is good people. We've known this. That's why we're gutting out corruption. We're trying to find out who's the bad guy in our government that's been doing certain things, like stealing Social Security, for example, from the American people. I mean, I think there needs to be something where Americans need to witness this evidence being destroyed so we know it doesn't exist and it won't continue to flow around this planet. Yeah, there's going to still be more drugs out there being made by evil people, bad people, trying to sell, make money, do their criminal activity. But as long as we still have a good source of law enforcement in this country, we're going to keep searching and finding these and then taking them out so they don't repeat it. I like that Cash Patel said the next man up concept. They're going to get rid of it. They're tired of hearing it too. And I've heard it too many times. Oh, you know, they kill one leader of the cartel. There's going to be somebody else that's going to step up and take his position. Well, our government's fucking tired of it. They're tired of it. They're like, no, we're gutting everything. We're gutting the entire cartels. We're getting rid of them. We're getting to the point where there's going to be no next man up. We're getting rid of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Until next time, peace out, everybody.